Alright, welcome to the Smite Force Chronicles. Wait a minute. Did not do that in all its glory. Do-over. Call a do-over. Welcome to the Smite Force Chronicles. A Christmas Carol edition. Awesome. Alright, guys. Everyone's seeing the map. We're all good to go. Logistics. I'm hearing nothing. Someone give me a yes. You all see the map? Okay, yes. Good. All right, good. All right, so if you guys remember correctly, when we were last together, this ragtag group of adventurers had escaped the Goblin Caves, and the first creature that they came upon after leaving the caves was this old man who asked you guys to deliver this bundle of herbs to a very, very sick child in the town of Grace. And almost surprisingly, you guys were like, we're down. Headed to Grace, into the wintry, blustery weather of Grace, and found yourself in the sparsely furnished, somewhat impoverished home of Mr. Bob Cratchit, whose son, well, little Timothy, Tiny Tim, if you will, needed this medicine. While there, you were called out into the streets, or I think it was Dinjarin that was called out into the streets, to be put on a quest to save Scrooge from himself. So it turns out that some ghosts are going to try to save Scrooge from himself, from the horrible life he's lived. And reading the chat. It is worth noting, as an aside, that Tiny Tim is now armed with a small knife. I think it was baby's first knife or something like that. What was his name? Anywho, you guys were called to help Scrooge really come to terms with his own past via these three ghosts. And there's some dark forces at play that Scrooge has engaged with to possibly avoid death in general, so he could be his horrible self, into the foreseeable future. So your team raced as quick as possible up some icy switchbacks, up 3 flights of stairs, and burst into the room as the last bell tolled for midnight, and you found yourself standing in the room. All right, so let's do some narrative. So as you near the bed, you see an old man wearing a nightcap and robes. Or a top hat, as I put him in, whatever. His medallion of office hanging around his neck. So he has this medallion hanging around his neck that basically says, I'm a special person. He stares slack-jawed before bolting up and sputtering out a hoarse, how did you get in here? I am the spirit of Christmas past. A voice as clear as the 12th bell responds from the balcony behind you. The voice is then followed by a young woman. Her face is calm as a lake at midnight. She wears a flowing white robe that flutters behind her as she moves. You cannot be certain if she's actually touching the ground. So, got yourselves, here's a picture of the ghost. And here's a picture of Mr. Scrooge. There you go.
I was going to say, we came in through the front door, Scrooge.
I've been listening to watching the Beatles documentary, so I was thinking you came in through the bathroom window. Anyone? No one. That reference is lost on you guys? That's sad.
No, isn't it the Hammer? The Hammer song? I can't remember.
Maxwell Silverhammer? Different songs.
Maxwell Silverhammer.
Yeah, different songs, same band. Different album. Alright, Fire News down. And thank you for those with your video on. I love seeing your lovely face. I don't want to see David eat yet, though, so, whatever. Alright.
Ravenclaw.
I'm all done.
So, you cannot tell if she's actually touching the ground. Long past? Your past, says the spirit, gliding over the bed and raising an outreached hand. We must away. Her eyes settle on your invisible form. There is much work ahead of us this night. So she kind of looks at you sort of knowingly. And at first you thought maybe Scrooge was talking to you guys, but it turns out that Scrooge was actually surprised by the ghost. It doesn't seem that he's particularly aware of your presence.
Ooh, I want the thing that's on his neck.
Cautiously, Scrooge takes her hand and she leads him to the double doors by which you just entered. They open before her, and a blinding light fills the room as she and Scrooge step through. All right, and before I finish this paragraph, I'll do something I probably should have done to begin with. So when you guys check out this room, he has a lot of money, as you've picked up, right? He lives in a mansion, the third story, but he clearly, does not spend this money on the finer goods. You see a large 4-poster bed on, the far side of the room. Its curtains were drawn. You saw him emerge. There's a fireplace to your left, and it radiates heat from its low embers, so it's not even particularly warm. The smoke you saw in the distance was coming from this fireplace, but again, it's not like it's a stoked, warm, comfortable place to live. You notice that this door to your right, across from this fireplace, is open, right? Open to the outside. You notice there's a small desk in the corner, covered with some old notes and sort of a half-hidden dark purple book. All right, continuing the narrative. So following after them, you squint your eyes as you adjust the heart light. So the idea here being, guys, that you have no choice but to follow Scrooge on his journey.
Before I go, can I go and snatch the purple book?
No time. No time. As a matter of fact, the bedroom disappears.
There's always time.
So as soon as your vision settles, you find yourself standing in a boarding classroom. And hold on, I'm adding stuff to the combat tracker just in case. And you see Mr. Scrooge. You guys are seeing Scrooge, right? Not yet, you aren't, because you're not in there. Let me get you guys into the scene. Stephanos is in. Icarus. Supposed to be in, but I dropped her in the middle of the room. Icarus is in. Glory is in.
Am I? Because I got kicked out, so I have to rejoin.
All right. Well, rejoin.
Okay.
Oh, wait. A lot of people got kicked out.
Oh.
Alexandria. Tyros.
No, I'm still here.
Tyros, you're going to move on over to the other side. And Tempe. And did I miss anybody? Where's Dinjarin? Dinjarin, did you get moved in?
No. There I am now.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yep, that's 7 of you.
Great.
So.
All right. There I am. Okay. All right, I'm in, but I need the map again.
Alrighty.
Thanks.
Everybody else need the map? Everybody good? Milan, are you in? I saw that you disconnected. Are you back now?
I'm reconnecting right now.
Aight. So, anywho, I'll continue the narrative while we do this, right? So, cautiously, Scrooge took her hand. She leads him out the double doors. They open before her. There's a blinding light. Following after them, you sort of squint your eyes as it sort of adjusts this flash as you walk into it. And then as soon as your vision settles, you find yourself standing in a boarding room classroom. You're going to see a young Ebenezer Scrooge. Sits in class listening intently to his teacher. Near the head of the classroom stands a spirit and Scrooge. Right? So you're seeing them sort of off there to the right. And Scrooge says, I remember this place. I used to attend here. Spirit, why have you brought me back to my old school? Do you intend to show me every moment of my wasted youth? Bah humbug. Now the spirit says nothing, and sort of the class gets up to leave. As you watch, young Ebenezer is approached by a tall man with a package. So, there he is. I don't know why there's a weird typo in it, but whatever. Let's see, 1 second. There.
You reshare the map with me. I'm so sorry.
It's okay. It's my Christmas gift to you. All right. So, like as I said, Ebenezer is approached by a tall man with a package. His proportions seem ever so slightly off. His arms a little too long, his face a little too perfect, and somehow he seems uncomfortable in his own skin, as if he's more of a creature than a man. The creature then leans down and whispers to young Ebenezer, while the present-day Scrooge leans forward, straining to hear. Suddenly, shadows spring to life around the room, surrounding young Ebenezer and the creature. One of the shadows dives towards the creature and disappears. The remaining silently turn their attention towards you. So, let's see here. Let me turn on some good stuffs. So these are what's called lies. And let me share what a lie looks like. This is a lie.
Oh, they move.
Spooky.
That's cool.
Slender Man.
That's great.
Yeah.
So, and it is spelled L-I-E. Lie. Awesome. Go away. There we go. Nice. All right, so I'm going to need you guys to, guess what? Roll for initiative.
Roll for initiative.
Roll.
All right, I requested roll. All right, you're stacked up. Let me roll for initiative. The other people. There we go. All right. So, here you find yourself in this room, and there's some lies. You do not have you do not have opportunity. We will follow the order that is listed in the combat tracker. And Icarus, you're going to be up.
Can I push towards barrel-chested lie?
So let's start with, do you guys have any questions? So, like, you're kind of, you're here. You're doing stuff. You're in this room with lies. You see Scrooge and the ghost, interestingly, don't seem to see the lies. So
Do they see us?
They don't see us. No, yeah, the Scrooge and do the lies see you? The lies see you.
No. Does Scrooge and see us?
So, old Scrooge and new Scrooge, neither of them see you.
Okay.
Nor does I'm sorry. Neither of the Scrooges see you. You're not sure if the creature sees you, or this person, or whatever the person is with the scroll there. But you know one thing for sure is the lies do see you. And the lies, lies here, as you guys know, were sent to stop this ghost from showing Scrooge his past.
Can we interact with things in here other than the lies?
Like what?
Like is that purple book on the table available for grabbing?
Roll an investigation check.
Okay. Second. Investigation.
Yeah, like, can we touch physical things here, or
if we pick up a chair, will young Scrooge say, "Whoa"?
Yeah, it'll just be floating. So, Glory, you see you can see from where you stand. This book says midterm finals.
Oh.
Looks like it's the teacher's desk, is what you're thinking.
Can we stand on the desks?
What's that?
Can we stand on the desks?
You can. And and so, like, this is sort of the acclamation moment where if there's anything you want to know, Icarus, about the lies or about Scrooge or about the room, now is the time to ask before you engage.
So I want to walk over to the creature and hear what he is saying to young Ebenezer. You
can do that on your turn, but right now it's in combat. It's Icarus's turn. So when you're up in about an hour. It looks like you'll be up soon enough.
Okay, I didn't know if we were... Alright, cool.
Yeah, no, I gave you guys kind of like a general, anything you want to know about the room, the environment, and then Icarus, anything you want to know specifically for your turn.
Can I, get a vibe check?
Do the lies have, special powers, or are there certain weapons that can't hurt them?
Can you roll a history check? Under skills. Good enough. So, you think back on, have I ever come across these things? And, these aren't you haven't come across them a lot. But in your travels, I mean, you're a cat, right? You've lived, this is probably your 8th or 9th life, who knows, right? You've seen a lot of stuff, right? So one thing that you know about a lie is that it operates like a shadow. So when there's sunlight, it's going to have a disadvantage, right? On everything it does, because it doesn't operate well. It's a shadow. It doesn't operate well in the sun, right? One of the interesting things about a lie that you remember is that if a lie were to grapple you, it will immediately begin to seep into the person, right? And making it difficult to separate a lie and its victim, right? So it'll become almost one with the person it grapples. And any damage that you do to the lie while it's holding another character, half of it goes to the lie and half goes to your opponent. So you think to yourself, maybe don't be grappled, right? What else do you know? 13's not going to give you too much more, but let's see here. It's a bizarre undead creature, right? It's formed from shadows and things that do not exist. They have sort of a semi-corporeal body that can shift and blend with shadows and pass through objects, right? Being brought into the light of the day weakens it, as you know. But interesting, they're surprisingly social, and they thrive in areas of intrigue and rumor. So you'll find them in seedy cities and pool halls, sort of thing. They often move in groups, as small as 3, right? And you see at least 3 of them around you. But often as many as a dozen can show up, right? And so what happens is when there's a group, the largest lie sort of becomes the leader. And you look around, you see all these lies are roughly the same size. So maybe these 3 aren't none of these guys is in charge, but you don't know yet. Usually they work from shadows. They try to conceal and feed off of truths, right? The lie is only gonna fight when it's cornered or if its leader is threatened, right? But when it does fight, its very touch spreads necrotic magic, eating away at living things, and they will quickly latch onto anything that it touches, as I mentioned, right? Once it has hold of you, it will target that target's strength until it's helpless heap of this mass on the ground, basically incapable of fighting back. So just like in real life, sounds like lies suck.
Okay. So, can I just tell you what I want to do, and then you can tell me if it's possible?
Yes,
so
absolutely.
I want to try to move to this sunlight spot, and then I want to use my exemplary whip.
So hold on, before I move you, let me tell you that it's not sunlight.
Not?
I mean, it's. Let me rephrase this. It's not super bright sunlight. It's mild sunlight, but it is sunlight. But it's not. It's not like, you know, full, like it's daytime for the class, right? So it's not full light of day, you know, beaming through. So it'll have impact on the light for sure. And it's an interesting move, moving into the windows. But just wanted to give you a heads up that there's enough shadow between, just so you know. So make sure you move to the spot you want to be in. So go ahead and move yourself back to where you were.
Okay. So I want to be here. Maybe I can stand on the desk. I jump to the desk and then use my exemplary whip and whip.
Okay.
The unwilling line.
All right, and how far is does your whip travel? Because he is 5, 10, 15. He's about 15 feet away.
It doesn't say.
Which one is it? The whip?
Exemplary whip. It has 2 stars in front of it.
Slashing description. It's interesting. So a whip would be arguably range.
15-foot reach.
Yeah, something like. Where's that? Do you see that in the whatever? Or you just did you look in
on
D&D
the wiki?
Beyond? Awesome. Yeah, so 15 feet. So 5, 10. You are lucky.
Okay. So I'm gonna target by unwilling, and then use my exemplary whip.
Yeah. So you hear this thing crack, and you see a little ripple go through the lie, as if just disturbed by the slight breeze of the whip, and nothing else happens. You still have. How far can you move? I think you still have 15 feet. No, you have 10 more feet left if you want to move anymore.
Can I jump across tables?
Yep.
Okay, I want to go there.
Roll an athletics check for me. That's under skills. And like a cat, like just sort of wiggles her cat butt and sort of looks ahead, and then like flies through the air and lands on the desk, like from desk to desk. And you hear just the slightest audible little pad of her feet. That's your turn. So Scrooge does not have any idea what's going on, and you see him conferring with this ghost of Christmas past, talking about, his memories of this place. Pyros.
Yes. I'm going to be following Icarus's lead and going to stand in as much sunlight as I possibly can.
All right. So you
not sure how much
across.
That's going to help. And I'm going to target the unwilling lie with my longbow. I am not sure if arrows can actually even affect these guys, but I will take a shot.
All right. And you hit.
Oh, they do affect. All right. Let's see how much damage we got.
A lot.
Very nice. And with that, I will end my turn shrouded with this sunlight.
Sounds good.
And I'm afraid, team, I'm sorry, I really have to drop off. Something's come up for my wife, and I have to pick up my son from preschool, but I will log in as soon as I get back.
All right, you can just leave this up and run, and we'll move you around and stuff.
Okay, thanks. Sorry about that, guys.
No, it's all good. Life happens. We'll see you in a minute. All right. Tyros, I will end his turn. All right, so there's this creature still talking to little young Scrooge, and it looks like this creature is I don't know, trying to convince little Scrooge of something, little Ebenezer. So the first lie in the corner. Move 40 feet. So this lie moves. It's 15 feet, staying to the shadows. Moves another 10 feet. That takes it to 25 feet. And let's see here what we can do here. 25 feet, so he can go 30 feet, so he can move 5 more feet. So just beyond the light moves Cattywampus to Icarus. And attacks with an action called Caught in a Lie. And hits.
What does that mean?
That means that he does 8 damage necrotic. And guess what, Miss Icarus? You find yourself grappled.
Rude.
So you have to break a grapple before you can move. Ends his turn. Unwilling. I don't know why it says it's Dinjarin's turn. You guys see Dinjarin lit up too, or is it just me? So this unwilling lie sees that Dinjarin is the closest, does the exact same thing. Caught in a lie. And misses. And then escapes back to the shadows. Stephanos, who interestingly is living her real life around the same time that like all this is kind of happening in the middle of the night for the real party here. So she's playing with all of the fatigue and
yes, I am going to move to get line of sight to Spindly, so I can take aim and protect Icarus.
Awesome.
With my crossbow.
And you do hit. By more than 5. That was a solid hit from your healer.
Shit.
Yay.
But because her soul says heal, not hurt, she doesn't do a whole lot of damage.
Damn it, sorry. I'm gonna scoot back here, because I'm embarrassed.
All good. All good. This brings us to Dinjarin.
Before I take my action, I'm curious. Is the humanoid creature-like thing controlling the lies? Is there a way I could tell if he's directing them what to do or somehow ordering them?
It would probably be through magic, so why don't you roll an Arcana check?
Okay, where did I put that? There it is.
Maybe, probably not your strength.
Probably not. No, not really. I'm guessing I will not know anything. Nope.
No, you can't tell, but I mean, you can't tell, but it does seem like this creature is more engaged with the child.
Okay, so what I'm gonna do, just to be safe, because it looks like these banes, these lies. Okay, oh, there we go. Are gonna come after us. I am going to use my oath spell, my bane oath spell. Oh wait. Okay. I mean, I may need some help. I don't understand. So my paladin under features. Where is it? Under my actions, under features, under paladin. Is it paladin? No, under features, there's a thing called oath spells, and it has that little star with the 3 little stars. Is that something I can use?
Which one is it?
Oath spells under features.
Feature.
I guess I'm not totally sure how all these things, like, how do you know you can use something?
Oath spells, vengeance. It says. One second.
I'm guessing I can't use it because it doesn't have either the green, purple, or dots associated with it, right?
One second. And I just found out we may not be able to go along today because I may have to go get my daughter because my wife left without her some receipt and she's at a store or some other nonsense. So whatever. So what level are you? Third? I'm
3rd. Yeah. I want to use Bane, which is the third level spell.
So concentration. So recruit of your choice that you can see within range. Okay, yeah. So you can use this. It'll use one of your spell slots.
Okay.
As far as I know, I mean, we should look into this later. I mean, we need to learn how to run our characters. I don't know all of the ins and outs of all of your guys' characters yet.
Yeah. Well, I was looking into it. What my question was, because I don't see a spell slot next to oath spells, does that mean I can't use it? It's more of the UI.
No, your spell slots are all at the top. See, we're up way high.
Oh, there it is. Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. So I'm going to use my Bane spell on all 3 of the lies. So okay. It says here I could choose up to 3 creatures of your choice that you see within range. These creatures must make a charisma saving throw. Whenever a target that fails this saving throw makes an attack roll or a saving throw before the spell ends, the target must roll a d4 and subtract the number rolled from the attack roll or saving throw.
Well, so let's do the roll first, and we'll get to what happens if you succeed.
I don't have to do a roll; they have to do.
Okay, so I need to roll a charisma for each one, right?
Yeah, a d4 charisma for each one.
Oh, a d4. Hold on, sorry, my bad.
Yeah, that's what it says. Is a roll a d4.
That doesn't make any sense.
No, sorry. Charisma. Yeah, charisma saving throw. I don't know how you do that for them, but d4 is when they attack.
Okay, so charisma saving throw. Got it. So here we go.
And then I will mark my spell done.
So line number 1 is an 18.
Damn him. I guess he's not scared of me.
Line number 2 is a 17.
Damn!
I'm surprised, because these guys have a -1 on charisma. Line number 3 looks at the other 2 and goes like, I got this.
Come on, something low.
And does not got this. Alright, so...
Alright.
So the third lie, which is the one in the upper right-hand corner, what happens now?
Where did that window go? So from now on, whenever the target, target that fails this saving throw, so anytime it attacks, it must first, before it does the attack, roll a d4 and then subtract that number from the attack. And that lasts. Doesn't really say how long it lasts. All it says until the spell ends.
All right. So basically it attacks with some random disadvantage up to -4, right?
Yeah. Oh, so the duration is 1 minute. The spell lasts for up to 1 minute.
So that's 6 rounds.
Yeah. So.
Okay.
So for 6 rounds, it has to potentially lose attack, and that is it on my turn.
Are you moving, or are you staying where you are?
Oh wait. Hold on. I forgot. Wait, where did that? Sorry, I have too many windows open. Oh, okay, no. I had to do something else. That was the first idea of. So there's sunlight coming in through the windows here?
Yeah, so the windows to the south have sunlight coming in.
So I think I can move. That's 35. I will move right next to Tyros to try to get in as much sun as I can be in.
All right, so you are in the sun. Off to your right, you see the lie is up there and sort of side eyeing you, but you don't see it wanting to step into the sun. All right, this brings us to young Ebenezer, who is still engaging with this creature, and you do feel like there's maybe something amiss in the shadows happening over there as well, but you haven't quite figured it out. Alexandria, give a hoot.
All right.
It's your turn.
Hoo-hoo. I have 2 questions. One, is the ceiling high enough for me to fly in here?
It is not.
Okay, and then 2, if I move away from these guys after attacking them, do they get an attack of opportunity on me if I don't disengage?
If you don't disengage, as in if you're moving out of melee, but you're not running away.
Yes.
Ooh, man, dang it. I don't know. I would say for this play, no. Right? Because typically if you hit and run away, is that an opportunity attack?
Here, well, okay, we can just do the first half of my move, which is I'm gonna move up to this bro.
Yeah. And can someone look that up? Can someone Google opportunity attack and see if the scenario that she's describing? I just hit
and
yes.
Then I'm going to attack him with the magic dagger.
Ooh.
Oh god.
Yeah, not so much. So now you're gonna probably want to know about the rest of that answer for opportunity.
Yeah.
So let me look real quick. I think we need to act 5E. And what did you say? Still engaged. Did you add the still? So opportunity attack is still triggered.
Okay.
Man, that was fast. So you want to risk the opportunity attack, or do you want to?
I'm gonna play it safe. For my cunning action, I'm going to disengage, and then I have 25 movement total.
Yeah.
So I have 20 remaining, and I'm gonna come back over here and stand onto this. Can I come back over here onto the desk?
Yeah, and since you weren't leaping, it's not an athletic check. So the cunning action, what does that afford you?
It just lets me do like one extra thing, one of which is disengage.
I don't know what that gets you though. Like that, so you use that action to.
So I'm saying I disengaged so that it wouldn't get an attack of opportunity on me as I ran away.
Oh, okay, got it. Yeah.
So
got it. So it's like a purposeful movement that.
It's a dine and dash kind of attack, like.
Yeah, it's avoid the attack of opportunity sort of.
Exactly. Yeah.
All right. We are now up to barrel-chested lie, who needs to roll a d4, right, Sinjarin?
Just before it attacks, yeah.
So it has to subtract 3.
Yeah, from whatever its attack is, it has to -3.
And right next to it, it stays in the shadows and moves next to Glory. And attack.
Why? I didn't attack anyone. Why is it attacking me?
Because you're there. You're right next to it.
But that doesn't... Oh my god, that doesn't even make any sense.
So it's these lies are trying to stop an entire party from they're trying to disrupt the Christmas story, the narrative, right? And they know that you're there to stop them, so they need to all of you disable. This isn't like you just stumbled upon some creatures and they're like, ooh, let's attack these guys. Their goal is to make sure that they disrupt this thing, and you're going to get in their way. So he tries to get you, and he gets the sense that you don't want him to attack. So he pulls his punches, right? And I don't even need to subtract 3, Curtis. So it's all good. That ends that. But this barrel-chested lie is going to move the rest of his movement to right about here, so that he has a banquet of choice for his next turn. This brings us to Tempe. I think Tempe would attack from here. Do you guys think, as this guy was coming towards?
Agree.
Yeah.
All right, and we lost Jess. One second. Doing tech support. All right, so Tempe is going to attack. Looking at his arsenal of badassery, while this lie was heading his way, he picks up he raises his longbow, and just as it comes upon him, decides to shoot at the floor just below the lie, ending his turn.
All right.
Hey, Jess is back.
So I before I go over and walk over to Mini Ebenezer, I have a torch. So I want to light my torch, and I want to see if it affects the lie, seeing as how it's light and warm, and these creatures don't like light and warmth.
Interesting. I'm looking right now, so I know the answer to that question. Oh, interesting. Okay. So you're lighting a torch?
I am. So I just clicked the bolt, right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. All right. Why is it damage?
Damage.
Should it be the bolt, or should it be the plus the?
Oh, hold on.
Or the cast. Sorry, I got confused.
All right. So I've also you have a torch lit.
Yeah. So the torch burns for 1 hour, providing bright light in a 20-foot radius and a dim light for an additional 20 feet. If you make a melee attack with a burning torch and hit, it means 1 fire damage.
All right. So you see the lie, immediately, sort of flickers and shrieks and like this. Yeah, this bright torchlight is not its friend, because as you know, lies like to stick to the shadows. So well played on pulling out the torch. That would be your free action, pulling out the torch. You still can take a full action.
All right, awesome. So I want to attack the lie that attacked me, but then afterwards I'm going to walk over to Ebenezer. So I'm going to use my is it the Witch Bolt? Sorry, yes. I'm going to do my Witch Bolt because it's a crackling blue energy launches out toward the creature, so it's more brightness.
Okay.
On hit, the target takes 1d. Okay, so I'm going to do that on this dude.
Awesome. Oh. Yeah.
It didn't do anything.
It didn't do nothing. You rolled a 1. I'm sorry. You rolled a 7. So,
but if I attack him, he has a minus something, right?
I'm sorry?
Already? Well, that's the same one that has the like minus whatever that Dinjarin had put.
Hold on. Yeah. So he's in the light. So you need to click advantage. So roll it again with advantage.
Okay, I'm gonna click advantage and then.
And Curtis, yours. And what was yours? Because he's in the light, right? And what was yours, Curtis?
So the thing I did only affects when he takes when he attacks.
Okay.
It reduces his attack power.
Okay. Yeah. So either way, 3 rolls, 3 misses. So.
All right.
But he is in the light, so he's at a disadvantage for everything that he does.
Okay.
Awesome.
I want to wait. How?
Now, if you move away from him, he will have opportunity attack.
Yes, I know. So you guys are on your own for right now. I want to move here. How far can I walk again?
That's a thing that...
Is it 30?
It's 30.
Okay, I'm going to walk 30 to here.
Awesome. So as you're walking away, he does get to attack you. That's the opportunity attack we talked about. Barrel-chested. Bringing him up here. And that is a melee attack as you walk away, and he only has a melee attack, so here it comes. But he has to, so I'm going to subtract from this because this is him attacking you, so this is the minus, how much was it, Curtis? Minus 4, minus 2, minus 3? I can't remember.
It was a D4.
Yeah, but, you know what? He has to roll that every time.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, let's see here. So this time I'm going to subtract from it 2. So whatever he rolls, it's minus 2. And bloop. So minus 2. So is your armor? So he hit you with an actual 14. So I have to remove the 2, and your AC is 13. So it is still a hit. No, it is not a hit. He missed you because of Dinjarin's minus 2. Hold on. He rolled a 14. He has a plus 2 advantage on that.
Yeah, so 12 is less than 13.
No. But hold on. Okay. So he rolled a 16. I need to subtract 2 from that. So that's a 14. A 14 is still a hit on a 13 armor class. The math was not that hard. My brain is just addled. So now I have to roll damage on. Now, does it affect damage, Curtis? Did we lose Curtis?
Oh, anyone? He's walked away. We didn't lose him. He's lost us.
All right, let me look and see if it does.
He's back.
Curtis, is the minus only on attack or is it also on damage?
I think it's on both.
Okay.
I had to look it up on the web because for some reason the module isn't coming up for me in the thing.
All right, so let me roll this on Glory and I'll give you back 2 points from whatever this is. All right, so that took off 8. So let me go to Glory and I'm going to give you back 2. That means that instead of 8, it's 6. And you have now been adjusted and are not quite as hurt as you were before. But you did literally move next to another lie.
Yes, and so that lie now is impacted by my light because my light lasts for an hour.
Ooh, fun. So 5, 10, 15, 20. Perfect. All right. So the spirit of Christmas past, sort of looks around the room, and has one ear to Scrooge, and you see the spirit sort of mouth to you like, "You guys got this." This brings us to the next round. Icarus.
Okay, so I need a break grapple, right?
Yep, so you got to break grapple.
Okay. Do I just drag it into the chat?
Wait, it says cannot break grapple when no grapple effect in the combat tracker. It says you're grappled, doesn't it? Effects. Grappled, restrained.
Okay, let's
try
you are. Again. No, it won't let me.
So actually, for breaking, yeah, you got to be able to break grappled. Why can't you not do that? Let me add a new effect and see if this. Can I break grapple with no grapple effect in the combat tracker? Where are you? Or what are you doing to click that?
In actions, and in the generic actions, there's one that says break grapple. I'm trying to roll the 2 dice in the chat.
Double click to get the character target from who the grapple effect in the combat tracker. Hold on. Talk amongst yourselves.
Some weather we're having, huh?
It is. It sounds very windy. So it's acrobatic. It's acrobatic versus strength, or by force. So just roll a d20 or roll either acrobatics or a strength, and tell me which one you guys choose. Which one you choose to roll.
Where's my strength?
It's in your soul.
Skill? I don't have strength in my skills. I have stealth, survival.
It would be in main.
Oh, I'm sorry, in your main. Yeah, it's one of your main things.
Yeah.
Okay. Ooh, okay. I'm gonna roll strength. Is it under the abilities column or the saves column?
Under abilities, the top left one.
Okay.
Be the one the saves automatically gets applied to it, I believe.
You are ungrappled.
Okay. Can I also attack him now?
Nope, that was your action.
Can I?
By the way, that was pretty awesome critical roll there. But
yeah, I'll tell you, like you kicked ass on your ungrapple.
I'm gonna hop on some tables and move.
Now the lie will get an opportunity attack, just so you know.
Okay, just kidding. Well, it beats getting grappled, right?
Anyone else hear a lie?
Hey. Can I just move this way to the other table? Will he still attack me then?
Okay, so wait, what do we hear? What'd you say?
Does anyone else hear a fly? Or is that just me?
What fly?
I don't hear a fly.
All right.
I only hear diegetic audio.
But I don't have audio on.
Okay. I heard a fly.
Okay. Good. All right. So you jump away, and this lie.
Attack?
What's that?
He attacks?
Yeah, he has. That's why I said he gets an opportunity attack. But he's doing it at a disadvantage, if I'm not mistaken, right? Because he's in the light of glory. So, which one is this one? This one is Spindly something something. Spindly, there it is. There he is. Okay, so he attacks with disadvantage. Melee. And nothing.
Cool.
So you are out of its way. You're also out of the light. You are in slight shadow. All right, that ends your turn, I believe. Scrooge is still just sort of like taken in this narrative, and you see him sort of visibly upset. This brings us to Mr. Tyros, who is back or not. I think Tyros would attack with his ranged weapon. Do you guys agree with this?
Yeah.
All right, so let's do it. This longbow. Oh, he has a +6.
Does he have any? Do you know if he has any sort of like torch, or like can everyone kind of see if you guys have torches or some sort of light illuminating thing?
I have a torch.
Yeah, all of you have torches. But I think those of you who don't have, Gloria has a torch up, which is cool. It's a moving light. The rest of you are sort of surrounded by light, or by the light. So let's see what damage we do to this guy.
Ooh.
So this lie is exposed for the lie that it is, and lies laying low down on the ground. I was trying to do some alliteration, it wasn't working. Awesome. So Tyros, Tyros dispatches this foul lie, and he's going to jump, I think, full on into the light, if I know him, sort of within range of combat, but just right in the sun. So he's right in the sun, and then that ends his turn. This creature is getting a little bit more intense and seems to be making some headway, convincing young Ebenezer to do something. And you notice that it's holding, it's holding something in its hand. It looks like it's like he's holding some sort of a purple book with sort of arcana symbols on top of it. And this brings us to Mr. Spindly, who's going to attack Glory with disadvantage, because Glory is right next to him. So disadvantage, attack. And Spindly also, I'm going to subtract 2 from this, because this is the lie that is under Curtis's -2. So it is a hit. What is your AC, Glory?
12, right?
It's on your main tab. 13.
Yeah, 13, yeah.
Yeah, so it's a solid hit. And then Curtis, is it minus damage 2, you said?
Yeah, I thought only one of them had it though. Was this the one that
This is the one.
This is the one.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, it's well, it's supposed to roll the D4.
Oh crap! Let me see if it's still a hit. Hold on, I gotta do the D4.
Yeah, so so it's a re-roll it every time.
So it's a 17, which is still a hit. Okay, and then it's gonna be a -2 on whatever this damage is.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be 4 damage. So then, Gloria, I'm gonna give you back 2. Where'd she go, Glory? Right down here. So
you're welcome.
That goes to 8. And effects. You are now also grappled.
What?
Because that's one of the byproducts of the hit.
But I have light. Why would he grapple light?
So as he grapples you, because he did hit. He hit with disadvantage. So, yeah, it's gonna hurt. He's not gonna be able to do as much. He's gonna be at disadvantage, but he wants to take you out because you do have light. So you're a pretty. Like, he was right on him. If you weren't so close, he probably would have ran from you. But you were right on top of him. And that ends his turn, bringing us to Stefanos, who's all up in this place.
Should we be trying to attack that creature that's talking to Young?
I think you should go listen. I don't think you can attack it because it's a memory.
If you move, he does have opportunity to attack on you.
Oh, right. This lie in front of me. Okay. Oh,
Right.
if I take a potion, does that count as my action?
You mean for like to heal?
No, I have a potion of fire breath that will give me fire powers for an hour.
Let me see. It'll tell you. So where's fire breath at? Potion of fire breath. After drinking this potion, you can use a bonus action to exhale fire at the target within 30 feet of you. The target must make blah 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 blah. Potion notes. It takes one action. So taking it is your action.
Oh, okay. Okay. Then I'm gonna move and then attack.
Okay.
Here.
So as soon as you move, he has opportunity attack.
Oh, sorry. Oops. It already happened.
Do you want to attack and then move?
Yeah, I'll attack and then move. And then so I'm going to use my the staff of healing to bludgeon.
The staff of healing to bludgeon sounds
Flavor
awesome. Yeah.
Damn it.
Oh, and you missed. So yeah, so your healing staff like almost is unwilling to do harm to this.
Okay. So if I move now, he has opportunity to attack.
Yep. He does. All right, and you're gonna move within the light of glory. It looks like. And then he is going to have the opportunity to attack you. And which one was that? That was barrel chest. Barrel chest attack. Awesome. So attack. And he does not have the -2. And you were not in the line. So this is just a normal attack because he does not. He's not in the sunlight. So it's a miss. So you sort of duck and cover and like make your way into the light. And feel a little bit of safety. And that ends your turn. All right, this brings us to Dinjarin.
Hey.
Quick question. I forget. Did you say if the lies are they either an undead or a fiend? Or
undead? They're an undead.
They're undead.
And by the way, even though the last lie missed, I just remembered that you gave it to 3 of them, right?
I tried
all three of them. Only one succeeded. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, only one was a successful.
Okay, good.
Okay, so I am going to move forward, and I'm going to do a combination. I'm going to go for. I'm going to move forward and attack the spindly lie. Which, by the way, I couldn't find any information on the web about lie, so I don't know if that's. I couldn't find it, but
it's a Christmas Carol specific monster.
Ah, okay.
And
I am going to attack.
You attack with advantage, Curtis, because he's in the light. He's in Glory's light.
So I click advantage.
Yeah.
So I am going to do a couple of things here. I am going to attack with my maul, which is a melee weapon. If I hit, I can also use Divine Smite, which is neither an action or a bonus action. It's just a attribute of being a paladin. Which, if I hit him with a melee weapon, with Divine Smite, I get to add a 2d8. And because it's undead, I get to add an extra 1d8. So on top of my normal damage, I get to add 3d8 dice to it.
Okay.
So.
All right, let's see. Well, that sounds pretty impressive if you hit. Which you do.
Okay, so now
your weapon comes down upon this lie, which is equal parts shadow and nothingness, but yet you feel it. You feel it connect.
Wait, where's the? Oh yeah, the 2D. So
if you right click, if you left click over the dice while you're and right click multiple times, it keeps adding dice.
So 1, 2, 3. Okay, there we go.
Jesus Christ. So Curtis, like, just one hit kills this lie.
Right. I'm glad that worked out.
yeah, that was some hard math. Holy crap! I didn't realize how powerful you were.
I've been reading through all of my divine things because I know they attack really well against the undead. So.
Yeah, so it's like, all right. So you still can move.
All right. I'm gonna head towards the creature now. See, I did 5, so I have. You know what? I'm gonna go right here just to be safe. A little bit away from him.
All right. And so you can see, yeah, this is definitely some sort of like dark magic book that he's holding and trying to sort of convince this child of something. You aren't quite sure yet, and you behind you hear Scrooge like softly talking.
With that, my turn is done.
Awesome. And again, I just like young Ebenezer seems to be sort of interested in what this schmo has to say. Alexandria.
All right. Well, there's only one lot.
Drop some owlage on us. Get it? Drop some owlage. I'm trying.
What?
That was bad.
I was gonna go write "Eat the Rich" on the whiteboard or on the chalkboard, but that lie's dead now, so there's no real investigation. There's no real justification. So instead, I'm gonna eat on over into melee range with the one remaining lie, and then I'm going to attack with the dagger. Oh my god.
And you hit.
Oh, okay, I thought that was a 1. All right, cool. How's he looking? Oh wait, no, I have to roll damage.
We do not know yet.
Yeah.
Wait, which one did you have the right person targeted?
Oh, I just threw it. Oh, I have to put the damage onto him. Sorry.
Yeah. So there you go.
All right. He's not looking good. Okay.
No,
in an effort to finish him off, then I want to use a key point to make two unarmed attacks on him as my bonus action.
Wow.
That's 1.
And it's a hit. Roll the damage.
Heck yeah.
So Alexandria, as you guys are kicking ass, like you guys learned your characters and are like doing all sorts of things. I was surprised at you pulled up key points. These lies lay dead around you, and notice they didn't drop anything. They didn't they're lies. All they can drop is the truth. But as you do this, you see over across the room, flickering, no longer protected by its friends, a much larger lie, and it seems to be wrapped around this Arcana book, sort of protecting the book from ensuring that this book, this creature, succeeds.
Are we still in combat?
Oh, you're still in combat.
Okay.
So you still have some of your movement left, and that's about it.
Okay.
Oh, and wait, so after your move, Curtis, you're going to get. I'm sorry, Dinjarin, you're going to get the opportunity of attack because you're within melee range. Alexandria, what are you doing?
Okay. Yeah, I just want to move. Sorry, I thought Curtis was doing something. I think I have 15 feet left.
Yeah, still 15.
All right, I'm gonna head on over, and that's my turn.
Awesome. So, now, Curtis, you get an opportunity attack on the lie.
Okay. Well, do I need to move closer to it, or am I within a range? Like where I'm at?
You're within range because you're sort of pushed up against it, so that's close enough.
Well, since it worked last time, we'll see if that combo works again. I will attack the lie with my maul. And if I do, I'm going to use my Divine Smite if it hits, which it didn't, so I don't have to worry about it. But dang.
All right. So Tempe is up. It's just sort of so Tempe sees what's happening around the room, and he's going to just try to make his way over as far as he can. He can go what, 30? He's there, and then he's going to use his ranged weapon. Hold on. There we go. He's going to take his longbow and attack. And he hits. And he maxed it out. So he hit for all it's worth. And this lie, is heavily damaged. And that ends his turn, taking us to Glory in all of her glory. Now, this lie is 1, 2, 5, 10, 15, just within just within range, Glory. So your light is doing its trick. It's just at the edge of the torchlight. If it attacks, it will attack with disadvantage.
All right. So if I get closer, though, can I hear what conversation is happening, or can I grab the book?
You can try.
Okay, that's what I want to do. So I'm going to move here, and I want to grab the book. I don't know how to do that, though. How do I grab the book? Do I have to roll for something?
Yeah. So get close. So I want you to roll. So you need to roll a strength check to. So here's the deal. This lie. What you see is this lie is protecting and wrapped around the book. To get to the book, you've got to remove the lie. This lie is basically is blocking Scrooge's memory. So Scrooge is over there. He's seeing this play out, but he's not connecting all of the dots because he doesn't remember this moment.
I see.
So you need to remove this lie so that he can see what's happening, and you can either do that by grabbing the book if you want to try. But first you've got to get rid of the lie.
So, okay, can I know whether or not the entity is attached to the book, or is it just protecting the book?
It's wrapped around and swirling. Remember, it's corporeal, so it's sort of like kind of like a ghost. And you know that you can just try to pull it off the book because you can grab it, you can touch it, right? Or you can try to attack it.
Okay.
So it's your choice.
I guess I'll just do an Eldritch Blast, which is one of my cantrips, on the lie instead of trying to grab it.
Okay.
And
crit.
Nice.
Your roll in next round has advantage. So next time you attack something, you get advantage. Now go ahead and roll your damage, which should be pretty incredible.
Nice. Oh, cool. So it died. Cool. All right.
So that you do that, and then you reach for the book, and you just go through it like a ghost. All right. But suddenly you see this realization from Scrooge, and you hear him say, "I had forgotten this man," mumbles Scrooge. "He offered to help me when I got older. Was there some price to it, spirit?" Scrooge asks, turning, but the spirit is gone. "Did I give something up?" he whispers as he makes his way back through the doors and enters his bedroom. As his feet cross the doorway, the scroll room begins to fade away, and you all hurry to follow him. And goodbye. So you all, what's everybody's laughing about? Someone say something?
Alexandria has
that.
That's awesome. So you guys, you guys quickly dispatch these spirits, and you do indeed, honestly, with some jazz hands. He learns his lesson, right, and he appears back at the room. So give me 1 second. I got to get it back up. All right, hold on. And Stephanos, I will move you around as needed. All right, so let me share this with you guys. All right, so here we are. Let me clear the combat tracker. This will take me just 1 second. We're almost done.
We saved Christmas, right?
You saved that? So far you have.
We saved Christmas past. We have not saved Christmas present or Christmas future.
Right. So Scrooge is still at risk. So, Scrooge is back in his room, and then one by one, Tyros pops into place. Boom. Dinjarin pops into place. Boom. Alexandria pops into place. Boom. Tempe pops into place. Boom. Glory pops into place. Boom. And that's it. That's all that pops into place. So as you guys sort of come to your senses, you find yourself back in Scrooge's room, right? And you notice something a little odd.
We're missing Tempe.
You're missing two of your characters, right? Two of your party. They didn't seem to make the journey. Maybe they're caught in the past. Who knows? Icarus. So you don't come to in the room. You come to in this open field. It seems to be springtime. You feel the warmth of the sun on your fur. You smell like this familiar, somewhat familiar scent sort of coming across on the warm breeze. You see other tabaxi, sort of surrounding you. And you start to recognize like these are our friends, family, and colleagues from your nine lives. You've been called home, right? I think your journey is coming to an end. You've done what you needed to do. You've set Scrooge on a good path, and with that, that you've sort of fulfilled your personal destiny, and can finally move on.
Hang out with the heroes from my past.
So you are now officially, you've left the party. So at this point, we go out of character, and maybe Jess wants to share a little something with this team.
Yeah. So I am leaving PayPal. I have been locked out of my computer.
In the middle of the game.
So I haven't been able to make a formal announcement with the rest of the team, but hopefully I'll see everyone at happy hour tomorrow. Yep. It was an honor and a privilege to have worked with everyone. I'll make a longer spiel tomorrow, but yeah, that's it for me.
So what? You don't want to play D&D anymore, though?
So she's been called home to Tabaxi, right? We did leave this door open, right? So that if Jess is like, you know what, 90 minutes on Wednesdays, I can still play. This is not a PayPal team. This is a D&D group that we do for fun. So you don't have to work at PayPal to be on this party, right? You just have to commit to a time frame in the middle of the day. And as soon as she knows if she can do that, she is welcome to come back. I did not perma-kill Icarus. I mean, Melan, you were our intern, and you're still hanging tight with us, right? Because you can make it work with us. So as soon as she knows more, maybe she'll show up.
Well, Icarus, we'll miss you, but that means one less person we have to share the pot with once we stay with Ebenezer. So,
I feel like we're really hemorrhaging the good characters. Like, the people who are left are like the conniving.
What are you trying to say? You saying my attacks don't hit?
No, I think
brush up on your combat skills now.
I think she meant truly good characters, like as an honorable characters.
Like no, like morally good rather than like effective.
I think Tyros is going to have to take the job as our moral compass for the team.
Yeah, I think
I'm feeling that.
Yeah, Tyros sort of looks to Tempe and is like, I got your back, you got my back. Just know it's been super delightful. Having you as part of this, and if you ever want to play again, even with a new character, the dungeon is always open to you.
Yeah, we hope you join us, Jess.
Absolutely.
Yes, I will try. I will definitely be there for happy hours, though, in the future. So
unlike Icarus, Stephanos finds that she's sort of drifting throughout the nothingness, and is a little unsure of what's going on. She's not dead. She's not alive. She's not been called home. She's just sort of in limbo. That maybe is possibly how she feels until about February, because she is in another country playing at 3:00 in the morning. So your healer is going to take a bit of a break until she can play with some normal sane hours. So I expect we'll see Stephanos again.
So no one can get hurt for the next couple of games that we play until she's back, because otherwise we're pretty screwed.
Unless we need to go
crit. Just gonna keep critting.
Hey,
no sweat.
With my last attack, I'm pretty sure I'll do pretty good going forward. I'm starting to learn my character.
Yeah, that's the key. Is if you learn your character, you'll find out that he can do incredible things. You saw a couple of those moments today, right? So just sort of to wind out this moment, you're now a party of 5. And while I'm not happy everyone's gone, you will find that a party of 5 moves much faster, and the game moves along a lot more quickly than when there's a party of 8, which is where we started, right? So Jess, you are also welcome to, whenever you want, dial in and listen along, or be virtually part of all of this stuff. We may mute your ass so you can't talk. But no. And you can always find us on the YouTube, right? To see what happens. So with that, does everyone want to push forward, or do you guys want to call it here today? It's up to you guys.
I'm fine with calling it today.
We have one more session. Yeah.
Yeah, I only have 30 minutes, so I don't know how far we'd get in that 30.
Yeah, so why don't I just do this?
Have until 1:30.
So why don't we do this? So the last bit here is, so you guys appear here. Scrooge eyes his desk in the corner where that purple book that you guys saw in the last scene, where it lies. What did he want? Clearly drained from the strange experience, Scrooge returns to his bed, and he eventually falls asleep. And with that, I'm going to give you all a short rest.
Nice. Maybe I can not die.
And with that, if anyone who's damaged can now roll their HD. So down at the bottom, right? Like in the bottom of your main tab, if you have damage, you can roll, I think, up to 3 hit dice to get back some hit points if you're hurt.
But
so where's
you don't
the
get spell slots back, right, with a short rest?
Nope. And you can't do a long rest without sleeping through the rest of the turn.
Which one's the hit dice again?
the very bottom of it says HD. HD.
Yeah, but so I get to roll 3 dice. But which one is it?
Oh no, just drag that dice.
Oh, I see.
And you can roll it up to 2 more times.
Oh, I see.
Can you do that like I did, where you just click on it a couple times and it'll give you all 3?
You can, but then you have no more. No more hit dice for the day.
Oh, okay.
I'm fine.
Yeah, so it's like if you're down to like light damage, you're probably okay. Like if you're heavily damaged, you may want to go back to full health.
Okay, I see. So it's up to you how many times you want to roll it, but you only get 3 per day.
Exactly.
Got it. Cool.
So the only other thing I'm going to do is I'm going to open up your party sheet.
I do want to say one thing, Jess. You need to buy some decorations for your walls. It's like you're very minimalist there.
Yeah, that's the aesthetic. I got rid of my desk chair because it wasn't matching the vibe.
You don't want clutter?
No.
It's called a, what is it? You have minimalist and then a maximist.
Yeah, you don't want the maximum clutter?
Maximist.
Okay.
So you guys are...
like, well, see? I got garbage all over the place in my office.
So one thing I'm going to do is I'm going to remove Icarus from the party.
Bye.
And I'm going to remove Stephanos from the party. And here's why. Because you guys now are going to be awarded XP, and go marvel at the chat window as I award this.
Oh, crap.
Oh, wow.
Oh, wow.
How much was it?
500.
560 apiece. You guys got very, very lucky. These were some badass lies, and I'm surprised. So now my question is, I'm looking up at the top. Okay, so no one leveled up, but you will level up after your next battle.
You know what's awesome too? For Divine Smite, for each level I'm at, I get to add an extra dice to roll with it. Up to 5 for a normal creature, up to 6 extra dice for an undead creature.
Wow, that's great.
So that's going to be
creatures to stick on Dinjarin.
Yeah, I don't like the undead. They shouldn't mess with me. Where's Chob's ghost again?
Don't you have a disadvantage because you're being haunted by the undead?
No, no, but I'm going to be honest with you. I'm pretty sure that in this coming to terms with one's life series of ghosts, Chob just may show up. Right? I mean,
Chob may not like how it ends up, though.
Yeah, you threw his body. I'm sorry, you dropped his body over.
I tripped. There was a bump. I tripped and I fell. What could I do? It's not like, I love Chob just like everybody else.
I didn't know who Chob was until he died.
See?
I was confused. I was like, why are we keeping
as one who got to know Chob fairly well through our experience, he is sadly missed. As I throw a stink eye towards Dinjarin's way.
So just real quick for fun, at the end of this session, of the players that are left, the best kill goes to Dinjarin. The most crits goes to Glory. You guys split your kills evenly. There were 4 kills today, and the 4 of the 5 remaining characters, each of you dispatched 1 person. The most damage dealt was by Dinjarin with his 6,000 dice. However, without all of that mojo, Tyros did 23 points of damage, right? So that's pretty incredible.
Oh, must have done some decent hitting while I was away.
You did. You all hit. You all hit at least once. Both Alexandria and Tyros hit twice in this game.
By the way, I've been looking into things for paladins, and once I get up to a certain level, I have a combination that basically gives me unlimited spell slots too.
So, oh, Jesus. So maybe share with the rest of the characters, the Glory, Alexandria, Tempe, and Tyros, sort of where you're doing your research, and let me know what I can do to help you guys know some of this stuff a little bit better. You guys are doing great, but I like Alexandria. You stumped me, man, and I felt stupid. I'm like, disengage. I should know this. This is so obvious. But as a reminder, we've been playing for like this is our 27th or 29th session at 90 minutes each. You'd think I would know what happens with disengagement. So like at some point I can't say like we're new to this. We don't know all the rules, but like I'm clearly not pulling my weight.
Yeah, so oddly enough, there's a lot of good information on TikTok. There's this one guy who does how to overpower your character. Like are unexpected things you could do in D&D, and it gives you all these combinations you could do, especially for warlocks. There's a lot of them.
What's this guy's name?
I'll find it and send you the link.
Yeah, and I can export your characters, and you guys can have the PDF versions if you want to have those as well. So just let me know.
But that was one thing I wanted to ask. If we pay for it, do we have to have you release the character first before we try to pull it into our accounts?
I don't know. I don't know. I know that you can use it offline at that point, but like, we'll have to look into it. Yeah, I mean it's not that expensive, and it might be on sale for the holidays right now. I think it's $39 normally, but you know, I'm not forcing any of you. You can always play like this. It's just you can only get in here when I have your characters up. I'll look into it and see what the benefit of owning a copy is. That make sense? And on that, like, let's end this son of a gun, and just one more. We'll see you soon to Stephanos and Icarus, Jessica. It has been delightful. I will truly miss you both in the game and at work. But you're onto amazing things, and like I said, the dungeon is always. And with that,
I miss you.
Until the next time on the Smite Force Chronicle.
Bye. Congrats, Jess.
You guys.
Congrats. Take care.